never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Orlando Wizards. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Taken in the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond Kane picks it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
7 yards there and a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. 16 yards, a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
It's another Orlando first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he stopped immediately there.
Melvin.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sweat brought him down.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Slayton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. We're scoreless after 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 20! Touchdown, Giants! DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
9-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A game there of 30 big ones.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Four yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's a run with dodge. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD.
Touchdown.
Kalen Ballage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Giants 14, Wizards 7.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Third down and 11.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Jordan. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play.
This will be scooped up by the defense. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning out to be a pretty decent return.
That was a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
This one complete downfield on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 20.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Samuel, this time the catch made. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
His guys take over first and 10 at the Giants' 47-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Darius Slayton, incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he'll bring down his time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you crosstown to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off.
To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The wide receiver.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Back to throw. Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
That will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That goes a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Balaj. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find Hall. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
It's a game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Chase Claypool. A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
45-yard line.
Flush to his right, and he's going to keep it here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Bryce Love.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
At the 31.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Giants 21, Wizards 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Gordon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll look to throw. And find Everett there, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back live to Orlando, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense is...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll drop to throw. Ball incomplete. He finds Sharp. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Chark, 37 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here in the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will make it into the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
That will tie the game, 28-all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Good go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Breen. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st down, Giants.
Back to throw again. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
A gain of 50.
A big play there for the Giants. And even 50 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Again, it's Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Balaj. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run here with Balaj, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Today's partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime.